So hello and welcome to another online lesson. Today I'm going to walk you through this assignment which I've given you, which is trying to draw figures, so people, in timed segments. And we're going to use something called gesture lines, which are when you draw really quick lines that show just kind of a general form or show the movement of something. And these are different than outlines or contour lines because they're really quick and they're more just like an expression of the action. So this image that's popping up is it has two tools which I think will be helpful to you. One is this red line, is called a line of action. So if you're drawing a model who's in an action pose, it can be helpful to draw a bit of a swoop through their basic movement to show you how you want your figure to be drawn. The other thing they've done really well is they've broken their figure down into basic shapes. They've used circles and these long triangles and rectangles to kind of show how the human body is made up of shapes. So keep that in mind as you start drawing. You know, we don't have to make a perfect body yet, we just have to look at the basic shapes that kind of build up the body and use those as our building blocks. So this is about to move into me doing these little time trials. And you'll see that 30 seconds is so fast. As much as it'd be fun to draw these perfect geometric shapes, to get our bodies going, in 30 seconds you really only have time to do these kind of epic scribbles. Alright, we're going to try one more 30-second one, because I have some practice to do with this. So I'm going to start with that line of action. And I'm going to make some basic shapes here. There's a foot kind of up. Here's a head. So that's already 10 seconds gone. Get a little hair there. Yeah! Here's his arm coming out. So let's think about the torso. That's going to be a big shape. 7 seconds left. Get that other hand going. Boom! 2 seconds. Alright, dang. Alright, I'm going to try another 30 seconds one. Or I'm going to try the same one, but I'm going to try to do it even faster. Just like super filling in what is going on with this basic shapes. Try to get her other leg in there this time. Okay, I'm halfway through, so you can see how just like crazy scribbly I'm going to be. Let's make sure we get her back arm in this one. Yeah! Now I want to get her hair in there because it's adorable. Try to get the twist on her belly, and that's us. There's her fingers. Sweet. Basic shapes. Alright, so we're moving into the 60-second time trial. This is really a bridge between the two. We're going to go from incredibly scribbly drawings. There's our line of action, you'll notice. We'll go from scribbly drawings to the ones after this are 3 to 5 minutes, and that's more of a composed, finished body, more of a like standard sketch drawing. So this is the bridge. This is answering the question when you move forward. How do I know how big the leg is? How do I know how big the head is? How do I find out where the shoulder connects to the body? And the answer is you do it really quickly, really lightly, and with these basic shapes. And for myself, the temptation is, I want to get all of it right. I'm about to draw the foot there. I'd love to get the angle, like the twist of her foot right. But that's something I would do in a 3 to 5 minute drawing. For now, I'm just saying, there's a foot here. And in a perfect world, I'd get back to it later and make it perfect. This is so foundational that I'm going to put little cutaways as we move into the 3 and 5 minute drawings to show how the foundation of those bigger drawings is the little sketchy drawings, your gesture lines, and then these basic shapes. Alright, so here we're getting into the part of the assignment which I think you might enjoy more or find a little bit easier. Now you're taking a picture with your model and you have a little more time to develop your idea of it. It's still a really quick sketch. If you're following along, you can watch. I made my torso kind of just a big square shape. Those arms coming off of the torso are just long rectangles. Here comes in the face and it's like kind of a half circle, and that hat's a little crescent. So we're still working with basic shapes, but you have the time to not make them as sloppy. And then, as you can see now, I have time to go in and do some details, which are really satisfying. I really enjoy adding a little bit of shading to my figure to make it have some kind of dimension. One of my favorite things to do is adding wrinkles to the clothes and little details to make it feel a little bit more like, a little more real, I guess. But you will notice when I first started drawing, I drew super lightly, I drew several lines, and now once I feel a bit more confident, I'm pushing harder. I'm kind of committing to one line and then shading around that. I think that's a really good way for you guys to start working and move forward, is start out super, super lightly and then move on. So I think that's about a 3 minutes drawing, and you'll notice I'm not working on the face, I'm not doing the fingers, I'm not doing textures, I'm really just trying to get the basic form of my model, which in this case is myself. I hope you don't mind. And this last one, it's just an optional way to do this project, but it's something I really enjoy doing, and I find it a little bit easier. I love drawing on brown paper or cardboard, and then I can use a white colored pencil at the very end and add some lighting effects. Because when I'm drawing on white paper with a pencil or a pen, if I want to show where the light is, I can only show it by where I don't draw, all of the places that I leave blank. And when I'm working with a white colored pencil, I can just draw with that and add a bunch of highlights, which I think really adds a kind of fun artistic effect to it and helps me feel a little bit better about how three-dimensional my person is, or some of the details I want the viewer to notice. And as you can see in this one, I'm still working really quickly, really sketchily. There on the hand, I started making that a basic shape. I basically made that hand a long rectangle and then kind of gave it a little bit of what could be fingers, but I'm working quickly. That shoe is a little oval. And as you're working, I'd say please don't get caught up on details. When I'm doing these gesture drawings, I don't spend any time worrying about the face unless it just seems like a fun thing to do. I don't worry about the fingers or the patterns on the clothes or anything in the background. I'm really just trying to see if I can draw the model in whatever pose they are and see if I can start capturing that. And this is a good way to just work on drawing what we see and learning some of the basic proportions of the body without taking it too seriously and making it all scientific and mathematical. So I hope this was helpful to you as you move forward with your own 30-second drawings, 1-minute drawings, and then some longer ones where you can do a bit more of a character. And thanks to Kai for making these awesome lo-fi beats. Good luck, guys.